She is absolutely divine. It will most certainly be the talk of the town. Scrumptious. It's a bit of a cake, I say. Yes. Do you think that there's a corner on this earth far away enough to free me from this torment? I am a gentleman. Your character is as deficient as your horsemanship. I shall bid you good night. Bridgerton! The fact that I came out of retirement, huh? Last time I did a YouTube video was, oh, huh? And I'm back over Bridgerton. Hey, hey, la. Minds, yeah. As you can tell, I'm obsessed with Bridgerton. So when it first came out a couple of years ago, I'd heard all the buzz of the new show. I think I looked up the trailer. I looked up some cast and production pictures, and I was like, okay, this looks cute. I remember I was really busy at the time, so I didn't get to watch it like when the hype was at its peak, when the world was watching it. So I watched it after the hype went down a little bit. And, I casually watched it one day. I was just like, okay, let me see what this is about. I got a day. I'm not doing shit. Let me watch. Let us see what this. Like the first episode, it was cute. I remember being shook. In the beginning, when I first watched it, started watching the episode, I was like lying down, like, And by the end, I was like, tis this. It was so dramatic when Simon and Daphne decided, okay, so let's do this little, covert, pretending to be lovers rom-com thing. We're into it. So after they decided to do that, I was like, I just knocked over Elsa. I was like, let me address it. Because if I cut and then Elsa suddenly disappears, you guys are going to be like, what a gone, huh? What is this? Is this a magic show or a YouTube video about Bridgerton? And I wouldn't be able to answer that. So she broke. Okay. Yes, but anyway, so Daphne and them decided to do that, and I was like, ooh, I like this. Season 1 was absolutely fantastic. It was very surprisingly fantastic, The acting and the costuming and the actors, most of them we were unfamiliar with. So we got introduced to all these amazing new faces. And I gotta tell you, even before season 2, Jonathan Bailey was a standout for me. Even in season 1, when he was going through his whole phase, very good looking, very charismatic, really, really good actor. Jonathan Bailey, you are doing the things. I'm telling you, my brother, you are doing the things. But I loved season 1. I thought it was so different, so refreshing, so vibrant. And at the end of the day, guys, I'm just going to keep it real. As much as I talk and like, I'm a hopeless romantic. I really, really am. I live for a 90s rom-com. I grew up in the 90s watching rom-coms, so obviously I'm a hopeless romantic. A little delulu, as the youth say these days, because I think rom-coms can be quite toxic. Another reason why I like Bridgerton, the obvious, people of color. It's so nice to see different cultures and different races, not on some slave shit, suffering shit, some trauma porn. We are tired. We need to see people of color, Black people, Indian people, Asian people, more in royalty. So it's nice to see them in those roles with power, with dignity, holding their head up high, looking just as good as their white counterparts, doing just as well as their white counterparts. That is so important. I know that's one of those tired things that everybody talks about, a hot topic, but it's true. Representation really, really is important. I think Bridgerton does that really, really well. This is so satisfactory for me to see these kind of images on screen, and also for the 10-year-old me that wishes they could have seen these images growing up. But nevertheless, they're here, and it's another reason why I really love Bridgerton. Season 2 came around. Season 2, guys. Before I loved it in season 1. Season 2, I became obsessed. But it's funny, a lot of my friends don't watch it. Like, I'm the only one that's super obsessed with it. They think it's a little cheesy and stuff. And I completely agree. It absolutely can be cheesy, corny. But the thing is, to me, I don't have a problem with cheese. I don't have a problem with corn, cheesy and corny. I really don't have a problem with any of those things if they are done well. Because every story, every narrative under the sun has been told before. It's just told differently. Yeah, you can write a song. You can write a script. Boy breaks girl's heart. but they get back together. Yeah, a million people have told that story before, but it's never been told by you. Stuff like that doesn't faze me. That's not going to make me stop watching a show because it's corny or cheesy. It has its moments, but I think it's so authentic, and the way it's done is done so well, and it has so much wit to it, and the actors just kill it. They really sell it. And to a hopeless romantic like me, it is it. And Anthony and Kate, they completely sold it. They were so extra. They were doing the absolute most the entire season. You know, those two, they were feral. You know, they were like horny teenagers. But it was beautiful to watch. It made me laugh, it made me cry, it made me gush. Mama was single at the time, so Mama was feeling extra lonely and like yearning for my Anthony. I was like, motherfucker Shonda, where my Anthony? Where's he? Me also want one. Eh, my dear. So season 3 is coming, and this season we have Penelope Featherington, aka the Kardashian, because her mom, Kris Jenner. That's what she's doing. She's pimping her daughter's house, but she has to do it for survival. So I'm just saying. Penelope and Colin are going to be getting together this season, and their love story is going to be the let me train Penelope how to get a man, but then secretly be falling in love with her and trying to get her for myself. That kind of thing. Another typical rom-com scenario that's been done a million times, but it hasn't been done by Bridgerton, so I cannot wait. I cannot wait, guys. But I've been seeing that picture, the one where she's looking outside the window, you know, longingly and just serving face, you know, sitting by the window on the window couch thing and just looking out, serving, giving face, justing. I saw that image when it first came out and I was like, bitch. And you can tell the confidence, that shit is just pouring throughout her skin. She got her little blonde daddy. I know a thing or two about blonde daddies, guys. So she has a little, a challenger, a competitor for Colin. And he deserves it. That Colin has been putting my good sis, Penelope, in the friend zone since they met. Like we are just buddies. Now we must sit together and just have coffee and like we're best friends. Penelope is like, what's up? I'm a woman. I look good. I'm here. You know me. I know you. We know. Like what's up? And he's just there playing dumb. What did he say at the end of season 2? Oh, I can't coach Penelope Featherington. She's a friend. I think he even said something worse than that. He was like, oh, she's beneath me. I can't, like, you are going to eat your words like sushi. You are going to eat. There's not going to be any crumbs on the floor, huh? Like the youth like to say. Gen Z, what do you guys say? No crumbs left? Us millennials, we're not just out here clowning you. We're also trying to, finesse with you. But that's what Colin's gonna have to do. You're gonna have to beg that queen to give you the time of day, because sis got options. And I'm hoping it's not one of those things he just wants her because he sees her with somebody else, because they like to do that. So, Colin, you better treat that woman like the gossipy queen that she is. And you better love her, accept her, because she looked it good. And she got money. She has her own money with that, the little secret blog she does. She's a catch. You know what, Colin? You should be so lucky. You should be so lucky that she even lets you breathe in her vicinity, huh? You should be traveling somewhere. Wasn't he traveling like, what did half the world, what was Anthony saying? He's like, did you hear brother Colin is gadding about the world or something like that? In India, bumfuck, wherever he was. Huh? So you are just there gallivanting from bed to continent to country to wara, and Penelope must just be at home waiting for you, huh? When she has options, when she looks the way she does. No, my brother, you must step it up. That's not how things work, huh? That's not how things work. You need to give that bitch massages every night with lavender oil. All of that shit. And don't just tickle, get in between the toes. That bitch should be walking on air the next day. Even if you have to get private classes and courses of massaging. That's the shit you need to do to take care of that bitch. Okay? Because you know Anthony's doing that for Kate. Kate doesn't even have to ask. You know, the woman comes home and Anthony's like, just go and sit down. Let me give you a massager. What else do you want? I don't know about Simon. Simon is a bit porakata porakata. For all the non-Namibian people, that means he's too all over the place. He's a bit too chaotic. So Colin, don't play with me, okay? This is your auntie from Namibia, just giving you advice on life. When you get a woman of that caliber, a woman that got her own, a woman who technically doesn't need you. The only thing she needs you for, and it's a big deal, it's a societal thing because, you know, in those days you had to be married, you don't want to be a spinster or whatever, you know, that wasn't a good look for women back then. But she was like, fuck it, you know? Her and Eloise. Eloise is badass. She's one of my favorites, man. That is a badass. She's in the wrong era. She needs to be in 2025. But Eloise and Penelope, speaking of them now, I wonder what's going to be happening in their friendship. Okay, this is really going to be kind of a clusterfuck because, you know, they're beefing big time. And she knows that Penelope's Lady Whistledown. And her brother is going to be courting her now and not courting her. So is Eloise going to be caught in a place of, even though I'm beefing with my friend, I still don't want her to get hurt. And I know my brother's a player. Or is she going to go over to Penelope and be like, yo, you're a gossipy bitch. I don't want anything to do with you. You better stay away from my brother. How is that dynamic going to play out? That's going to be very interesting. Oh, and of course, Kanthony looking as happy as ever. Please, guys, please, producers and writers of the shows, please don't go and give Anthony and Kate problems, please. Because sometimes when things are going good in these shows, they're like, okay, you know, because audience members, we like conflict. Please don't bring conflict to those two. They done been through enough as a couple, as individuals. Yeah, leave them alone. Can we just see them happy this season, please? And please don't only give us 5 minutes out of, you know, 10 episodes. We just need more time with Anthony and Kate, even though it's not their season. But just because their dynamic was just so explosive and incredible in season 2 that I would like to see how those two strong personalities are when they're actually now settled in a relationship. How do they make it work? You know, are they still combative with each other? I'm sure they'll always be, because she did say, you'll always vex me. I'll marry you, but you're always going to get on my damn nerves. So I'm just curious to see how their dynamic is going to be. So, ooh. Don't snoop. Muni snoop ni, huh? Shonda, don't take that away from us, okay? We're hanging on by a thin thread here. We've been waiting for months, actually over a year, for this shit. Look, don't snoop us. Don't short us. Don't Bogart Canthony, my friend. And don't Bogart Canthony, my friend. Okay, and then we have more of the side characters, I guess, more of the Bridgerton siblings. I guess one of them is going to be, what do they call it? The star, the belle of the ball, whatever it is they call it. And it's the rest of the Bridgerton siblings. And it's... we are just here for Kanthony. This is so fantastic. I'm so excited. And if you want to come along and do reactions with me and watch it with me, don't forget to join. I will see you at Bridgerton. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to watch it with all of you lovely people. Take care of yourself and each other.